What's up, good people? What's happening with y'all? Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. has entered the black room. I'm seeing him. As a matter of fact, let's just show it to you. Let's just show you how he spends before he gets on, how he has to untangle wires and things of that nature in order to be on the podcast.
There
This is
you go.
this is a normal routine. Good morning, Epps. Good morning to you, my brother. This is a national holiday.
Uh-uh.
Today is a national holiday.
No, he did.
It is my boy's birthday. 55 years old. Uh, so let's kind of recount, Leroy. I don't know whether you know this or not. Maybe somebody people can kind of you were born in 1969,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
And let's see the things that Tramel says, happy birthday, bruh. Let's see the things that were around in 1969. I just
Have you ever done that list before?
I
Like,
have
like
I
to
have not.
see? Yeah, check it out, bro. To see like what the number one song was, bro. I'm gonna hurt you with this one. How much gas was?
How much? Yeah, I want to know all the things. So clearly, you have done it already, right?
Yeah, I haven't done it. I haven't done it recently. I wanted to do it today because I just wanted to. I haven't looked it up yet. But yeah, bro.
Happy birthday to my boy. Tramel says happy birthday. Tremaine says happy birthday. Lala says good morning. Good morning, babe. Did I just see you recently? Lala, didn't I just see you recently? Yeah. Trey says good morning to Marlon Michelle Morton. Yes, y'all. This must be this is just a cheerful day. In 1969, I'm sure. Let me just kind of look it up because Leroy might lie.
Nice.
List of things happened in 1969. Let's see. Okay, Leroy. The date or the time, the year that Leroy was born on this earth, Neil Armstrong went to the moon. He decided, yeah, check this out. Leroy has arrived. There's not space for both of us. So I'm going to the moon. Neil Armstrong went to the moon when Dr. Leroy McKenzie arrived. Um, let's see what else happened in 1969. Okay. Sesame Street debuted in
Really?
1969. Yes, sir.
Oh
Yes,
wow, that's a new one. Okay,
yes,
okay.
sir.
I didn't
Sesame
know that
Street
one. Okay.
debuted in 1969. Let's see what else happened in 1969. These are world shaping things that shaped the world in 1969. Uh, let's see. Sesame Street. Okay. The Godfather, the novel The Godfather, was first distributed in bookstores in 1969. The Beatles record Abbey Road, their final album together in
Hmm.
Leroy.
Interesting.
Leroy's arrival broke up the Beatles. That's my take on it. That's my take on it. When Leroy was born,
Say I broke up the
1969,
Beatles.
the
That's a
Beatles
new one.
decided, yeah, we done. We're out of here. So Sesame Street happened. Leroy broke up the Beatles.
See if you can find out what gas was in '69. Is that on
Okay,
that? Is on that list there?
let me see. What was gas prices in 1969? Let me see. Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God. Gas was 35 cents per gallon. Leela, listen. We can travel the world. We can travel the world. When Leroy was born, 35 cents a gallon.
35 cents, man.
Now,
Because I've looked it up. I've looked it up before.
10 times
Like
that.
what like how much a dozen eggs, would cost, how much
Yes.
milk cost. You look
Yes.
at those things, you be like, yeah, we ain't never
Yes.
gonna see that. Them prices again, man.
So happy
Never.
birthday, my guy. How's the double nickel feel? You're on the Grown Man Podcast because you're a grown man. And you're a grown man for real.
That's it right there. Grown
How's it feel, man? Okay. Oh, look. Lala coming for you. A dozen eggs, 62 cents.
Yep.
1969. Look, Tremel said movies was probably 5 cents. You go to the movies for a nickel in 1969.
Well, the way the movies are this day, it might go back the way you can go to the movies because ain't nobody going to the movies no more.
Streaming killed it.
Killing it.
It killed it. Unless you just genuinely want to go to the theater to watch a movie.
Yeah.
All the stuff that we can do kind of in the comfort of our homes now.
Bro, you ain't got to go nowhere. You can
literally you see these memes all the time, Leroy, of people that ask for $1 million, can you go on an island with Wi-Fi and that's all you got? Yes, without question. And live well.
And live very well.
Live very well. So no doubt about it. Let's see. So I feel like singing. Trey is on. Trey was my praise and worship leader at Transform Church. And so I just feel like singing. Me.
Yeah, we know you weren't one of them singing pastors. We know you wasn't a singing pastor.
I was up there with Dewey Smith, E. Dewey, Paul Morton.
Mm-hmm.
That's the caliber of my voice. Look, Lala said, "Don't do it, sir. I gotta do it, baby. It's my boy's birthday. I gotta sing." I gave him
just you can just play 50 Cent. It's your birthday. Just play 50 Cent.
Me.
Oh shoot.
Happy birthday to
let Stevie do it. Let Stevie do it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's right. At Trent.
That's the Black National happy birthday song, right?
Although they came up with another one.
Oh, really?
Have you seen the new one? It's almost in a choir form. Oh my God, bro! It'll get you hyped.
Okay,
so I'm see if I can find it and play it. But it'll get you hyped, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've said happy birthday. Y'all won't let me be great today. It's my boy's birthday. I'm trying to sing. Y'all won't let me be great. You Tremel talking about sir. No. Marla said wrong Morton, not Paul Morton. You Donald Morton.
I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one, Marla. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Dr. Leroy says, thank you everyone for birthday wishes. Yeah. If there's anyone who was born to make significant impact in this world, this brother has. He was born to make significant impact in the world, and I'm grateful to have him in my life. For real. All jokes aside, grateful to have him in my life. He's a dope brother. This is what I need y'all to do, though. For me, he doesn't know that I'm doing this. Epps, don't laugh at me, man. I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. Y'all won't let me be great. This is a national holiday. If it were the national anthem, you would ask me to rise and sing. But it's my boy's birthday. I can't sing. Y'all the rudest Negroes. Jamel said, and you are no Paul Morton. This is the problem with haters, bro. Y'all really wish y'all had my voice. Right? I come from a singing family. My mom
He did
could
not
sing,
just say
my
that.
dad could sing. Bishop Paul Morton is a distant cousin. He can sing. His brothers could sing. James, all those guys could sing. I can sing too. But you know, I don't want to put it all on display out here because somebody may sign me. And if they sign me, I won't be able to fulfill my assignment with Remand. So the only reason why I am not willing to Jamel said it must have skipped you, sir. yo, what's wrong with y'all today, man? I can sing. If my mother were on with us today, she would say that boy can sing because she made me learn how to sing. Yeah, absolutely. So
Say,
I'm
bruh, and
clowning
I
with
say
y'all, but
this right.
I can hold my own.
I used to sing on the Brotherhood Choir, right, at my
Okay.
church. And so people say, well, you can sing. I was like, no, I said, but I sound good when I'm around surrounded by 50 other men. I was like, because you can't hear me.
Absolutely right, bro. Yeah, when I'm around a bunch of people, my mom was a singer for real, right? And so was my father, singers for real, for real. My mom would always say, son, all jokes aside, with Eddie somebody, right? She said couldn't hold a candle to your dad. Your dad was just solid, right? Yeah, Bishop could sing. She was a singer for real. So this is what I want to do today. He has no idea that I'm going to do this, but I just want to be a blessing to Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. There are a couple of ways that you can do that today. You can, the way that I would like you to do it is I want every man on here to purchase a book one of the books that Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. has authored and penned. I'm about personal development this year, right? I'm about personal development. In fact, Leroy, talk to the people for a moment, man. I'll be right back.
Well, welcome to the Grown Man Podcast, y'all. I don't know what he is up to or what he doing. I don't trust him. He always up to something. But we're 3 days in, y'all. 3 days in to 2024, and I don't know what because Donald and I don't talk about what we're going to talk about. We just we were talking about this the other day, how we just naturally flow off of each other. But one of the things that I want us to do here, we're 3 days in to 2024, and I want us to look at as men. I want you to do two things today, and hopefully you've done this prior to this, but if you haven't, for those brothers that necessarily haven't, I want you to begin to do this. I want you to look at your 2023 and reflect on those things that happened and those things that you wanted that didn't happen, the things that did happen that you wanted to happen in 2023. And I want you to look at how you can enhance them or how you can make them happen in 2024. What does your 2024 look like? The beginning of 2024 should not look like your end of 2024. And I want you, in order to be able to get to where you want to be in 2024, the end of 2024, you got to know where you are. already started, so that by the end of 2024, every decision that you're making this year is about choices, bro. It really is. It's about the decisions that we make to get us to where it is that we want to get to by the end of this year. So every decision, if you don't, you got to get that first. Where do you want to be in 20 at the end of 2024? And then consequently, as you go through 2024, because you talk about this all the time, is it's going to be hard. And those decisions that you make have to. The only question that you can ask is, does this move me towards where I want to be in 2024, the end of 2024? And that decision that you make gets based off of the answer to that question. It makes it simplifies everything that we do. If it's a yes, you move forward with it. If it's a no, you don't do it. That easy. That's how that becomes, how your 2024 becomes better, bro. I see you back. I don't know what you did, but you muted, bro. You muted.
This is what I want to do. For everyone that's on, do me a favor, say happy birthday to Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Say happy birthday. It is his birthday. This is a whole party. And a part of what I want to do today is to celebrate him. How do I want to celebrate him? Is I want you to get your copy of his book, The Power of a Man, Faith, Family, Finance, and Future. Get a copy of his book. And look, I could have come on and you can do that too, right? I'm going to send him a seed today. I'm gonna bless him today. This is a brother who has just impacted my life so greatly. I bought his book. I bought his book and am reading his book. Um, the most dear thing about the book so far to me is just he signed it for me, sent me a word. Just a phenomenal brother. The Power of a Man, Faith, Family, Finance, and Future. I want you to get a copy of the book. Now, happy birthday, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Tremel Epps says, happy birthday, a Facebook user says. Not exactly sure who that is. Y'all know how we got to do it, right? You got to tell me who you are if you have not allowed StreamYard to connect with Facebook on your behalf. So you got to let us know who you are. I want everyone to invite as many people as you can to the conversation today, but I also want you to get a copy of the book. I'm going to put Leroy, what is the link for everyone to be able to purchase the book, my man?
It's the HTTP.
Let's see. I'm creating it right now. HTTP colon
/ Linktree, and that's linktr.ee / JNF Enterprises. Why are you doing this, bro?
Because, man, boy, you such a blessing. I want everyone to purchase the book. There you go. Everybody got it? Linktree / JNF Enterprise. You got to spell it exactly like that, the way that Linktree works. If you miss one letter, it's not going to come up. It's not going to come up. All right. So I need everyone to get that. Let's see. Lala says, happy birthday to my big brother. Let me do this. Let me make it scroll at the bottom. I'm technically savvy, Negroes. I am savvy out here in these. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. I need y'all to get a copy of the book. And here's why. This brother, since he has worked with me around the Remand book. We got great news today. We got great news to tell you today.
Let him know.
But he has never mentioned on this platform his own work. We've clowned about the fact he told me that a couple weeks ago, you guys will remember, Negro, you're not the only one that's an author. I'm an author too. Right. And so oftentimes people come on Facebook and, you know, it's birthday time and they send their Cash App and all those kinds of things. And that's great. If that's what they want to do, that's great. What I know the brother is about, though, is he's not just about wanting cash. He wants to change. He wants you to change your life. And the book will help you do that. So I need every single one of y'all to get a copy of this book. Pastor Ricky Waterman, what's up, man? Get a copy of the book.
I need a picture with you with the book too, bro.
I'm gonna take that today. And dive into it. It's got co-parenting in here. Here's some of the chapters so that you guys know what you're in for. It is the power of a man, your faith. Who is your God? We're gonna dive into that a bit today. Who is your God? Chapter 2, why men don't go to church.
Yeah, I went straight for the jugular.
Men go to church. Men go to my church, not in large numbers.
Not at all.
Not in large numbers. So that's the power of a man is his family. Absentee father. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat
was his home.
Was his home. Finances, all about the Benjamins. Building wealth versus being rich. This book is the one you need in your library. All right. So I need every single one of you to get a copy of this book. Go to Linktree. You see it scrolling at the bottom. http linktr.ee/JNF Enterprises. Get a copy of the book. And then once you get your copy of the book, I want you to send us a picture so that we know. Dale Henry. Okay, I get it, man. Yeah, it can be a bit tricky sometimes. So welcome to today. I need every single brother to get a copy of the book. And I'm not even going to mention the Remand book today. Today is not about the Remand book. Today is about the power of a man, faith, family, finance, and future. I need you to get a copy of the book. Happy birthday.
Oh, Jesus, Lord. Marla, please.
There you go. There's his Cash App. And I'm assuming that's a
that's the email.
Zelle or things of that nature. PayPal. Look, bless the man. He gives of his time. We don't get paid to do this. We just show up because we want to see y'all better. So send him some money by Cash App, send him some money by Zelle, send him some money by carrier pigeon. I don't care what you do. Send him some money somehow and blessing. If he's been a blessing to you. And sometimes that's a gimmick, right? If he's been a blessing to you, of course he's been a blessing to you.
For real.
You guys have said it every single day that we're on, that he's been a blessing to you. So make sure that you get an opportunity to bless him. Pre-game over. If you sing one more time, happy
I know, yeah.
Birthday.
Remember your bet yesterday, right? So you
I
gonna be
do.
paying.
Yeah. What time is? Oh yeah. Let me. You almost got me.
So
Leroy
yeah,
reminded me. You almost he almost got me. So hoodies up. Let's work today.
let's go.
Let's work today. I want to say good morning to everybody. Make sure you get a copy of the book. Make sure you send him some paper. And I think going into today's conversation is a good segue from where we just were. Those of you that know, yesterday I made a post about Bishop William Murphy.
Yeah.
The post about Bishop William Murphy went bananas. Just I mean bananas. The last time I checked, let me see how many comments have been made. Very good conversation, robust conversation. People upset with him. People say, "What's the big deal?" I mean, it kind of runs the spectrum as it relates to what people are saying about 167 comments, and it's still counting. People are still talking about this Bishop William Murphy swag surfing New Year's Eve service thing, right? Moses Green, what's up, man? That's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think he's saying congratulations to you and the book. If not, whatever you're saying, that's awesome. Congratulations too. Got to do it the broadcast of the podcast. So thank you, bro, for whatever you are congratulating Leroy, myself, or us on. Leroy, can I just admit to you that the whole thread began to piss me off.
Okay. Explain to people before you go into it.
Yes.
Can you give some backdrop
Yes.
as to what the controversy is about the
Yeah.
video? Because
Yeah.
everybody hasn't necessarily seen the
Yeah.
video.
So if you've not seen the video, there is a video circulating on Instagram and other social media platforms that at Bishop William Murphy's church for New Year's Eve, they actually played the hook of a song, Swag Surfing, right? They also played a portion of it that says walk it out, walk it out, walk it out, walk it out, right? And to Tremaine's point, to Trey's point, she she said really it was just it's kind of like an anthem. It's kind of like a joyful anthem for Black people. Like
Okay.
we get hyped when we hear certain songs. He played it at his New Year's Eve service, and everyone was saying, well, that's inappropriate to play at a New Year's Eve service, both that song and the song that talks about walk it out. And they're saying, well, you know, what has happened with the church, and the church is going downhill, and he's not a real man of God, and you can't get me to buy into that. There's something wrong with that because he played a secular song at New Year's Eve service. So everybody's ready to cancel Bishop William Murphy. Everybody except for the thousands of people that was in his church that night. Like,
Right.
because by the way,
and online, because I'm sure
and online,
he has an
and online,
online following too. You know what I'm
and
saying?
online, yeah. So a part of what became my issue is the fact that okay, there we go. Is the fact that Tremaine said something that I don't think anybody thought of. She was spot on. I didn't even say it. She said, you know what's funny? And it hit me. She said, you know what's funny? And today's episode really isn't about Bishop William Murphy. I want to use it to springboard into a better conversation. But you know, she said, what's crazy is the church is not the building.
Yep.
We are the church.
Yep.
And some of you, as the church, that are demonizing him for what he did in the building, you sing the song as the church. You smoke as the church. You
don't go
fornicate
there.
as the church.
Don't go there, bro.
Right? So her point was, it's crazy to me how these things can't be done in the building, but you're doing them as the church. Like I listen to that music. I listen to that music, and I still respect God. I love God. My relationship with God is the strongest it's ever been in my entire life. But Leroy, it troubles me now that them having a differing opinion about what he did. That doesn't trouble me. They're absolutely well within their right to have a different opinion. But bro, for the next 40 minutes, because we have until 11:15, and we're gonna get off of here, even if I just gotta hang up on you. We're gonna get off of here because I ain't giving nobody no money. I'm out of here. Here is what I see overall, not just in the church.
Yeah.
But I want to alarm and alert people. I want to alert people to what has kept them from living their best life.
Come on.
What has kept people, Leroy, that I want to talk with you about today, which is a part of the reason why I love you so much or respect you so much. What has kept people from living the life that the source, the creator, God himself has for them, is that there is no alignment.
Yes, sir.
They are saying one thing, but doing another. And it's okay. Like everybody has these pockets, these moments, right? Where your words and your actions don't line up. And you got to be able to go back and say, okay, where am I missing it so that my actions line up with what I'm saying? But unless you are fully aligned, that's what integrity is, coming into alignment with what you genuinely believe. And what you genuinely believe is actually expressed in your actions. Because what we believe, we act on. What we don't believe, we don't act on. So it troubles me that so many people were online crucifying this dude.
Yeah, they really were, bro. They really were.
But it's some of the same people. You listen to the same music. So is the deal you don't listen to music in church? But to Trey's point, you are the church. So you don't smoke in the building, but you smoke outside the building. You ain't laid up with nobody on the front row of the front pew, but you laid up at home. You are the church. This is not you are the church. You don't go to church, you are the church. So it's troubling that the level, and this is where I'm going, I want to talk about, and I'm not coming for anyone. I love everyone that was on the post. I think that the conversation was robust. I think it was necessary, but I think it was necessary to bring out, and that is, Leroy, the level of hypocrisy that people have is beyond me. Like, how dare us right? Like, how dare us demonize that dude for a moment, like literally a clip.
Yeah,
Nobody
because that's
asked
all
about
you
his
saw.
full
Yeah,
service.
that's all you saw. Yep.
Right. No one asked about his full service. No one asked about, you know, and then one of our sisters, Bria Lane said, y'all don't want to talk about the 150 people that got saved.
That's what I was just getting ready to say, bro. How many? They don't want to talk about how
They
many
don't want to
people
talk
gave
about
their
how many
lives to
people gave their
Christ
life to
that
Christ.
night.
Then one brother said, well, we don't know whether they really gave their life to Christ. I said, so when did that become the criteria? So all of a sudden now you're going to judge everyone that comes to the altar, and you're going to say, well, we don't know whether or not they really gave
Right.
them. Oh, okay. So let's do it across the board, not just when it's convenient because he did something that you don't agree with. Let's do it across the board. I am just simply asking. I'm asking every single one of us that whatever your stance is, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I really, really am. If you mad about the fact that he plays swag surfing in his church, okay. But all I'm asking is then align with the whole book. And there is no chapter and verse in the Bible that says thou shalt not play swag surfing in church. And if 100, particularly in Atlanta, where crime can be high, it can be challenging. It's an urban space. It's concentrated with Black people. And I'm telling you that it can be such a challenging space to see young people in church.
Yeah.
When they could have been out. This is what we say all the time. They could have been outside the church. They could. So he's got thousands of people in church, 150 give their lives to Christ. And all y'all can find to say is, yeah, but he plays swag surfing in church. I ain't got no problems with that. Here's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with your level of hypocrisy because you're coming for him about something that you ain't really fully aligned yourself. And that is the problem that I have. I have an issue. Now I'm a friend of his, so I send him a text, say, bro, got your back. Got your back. Right? If he was wrong, I would send him a text, say, hey man, let's talk. I would hope that Leroy, as a friend of mine, or Bishop William Murphy, or Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryan, or my dad, Dr. Mike Freeman, anyone that sees I'm off will pull me aside and say, hey, Don, you off with this. So I can kind of check it. And if in fact, what I believe God has asked me to do differs from what they're saying, I'm still going to do what God asked me to do. Leroy, the word hypocrisy or hypocrite means mask wearer. It literally means it gives the connotation that you're playing a role.
Ooh, bro.
So my problem with those of you that are not seeing God's best is because you really playing a role. And the role that you're playing ain't the real you. Let's move away from Bishop Murphy because this conversation ain't really about that. It's about whether or not we are going to be people of integrity. Stop playing a role. And when I say integrity, it means bringing all of you to the table. Because believe it or not, those of you that are tripping, believe it or not, all of us have some light and darkness, some good and bad, some perceived good and bad. And then people say, well, don't let your good be evil spoken of. I can't control it. I can't control whether or not somebody speaks evil of my good intention. I can't control that. Right? So all I can do is make sure that I'm fully aligned, that I'm doing what God has asked me to do. And whatever anyone thinks about that is absolutely up to them. But I choose to be a man of integrity. And a man of integrity is not just someone who does it right all the time. It's also someone who acknowledges when he's been wrong. And I'm saying to us, hey, y'all, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's a 1980s thing.
I know, right?
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And a part of why you wreck yourself is you continue, you ain't aligned. That's why your money won't flow. That's why your marriage won't flow. You're not aligned. You're not the real you 100% of the time. You play a role for people. And all I'm asking you to do is throw the script away. Be the real you for once. And let us determine how that looks instead of the way that you've been kind of functioning. So that's my piece, man. Talk to me about the importance of alignment, the importance of integrity, the importance of being whole, right? And not playing a role for one person or another, but actually being whole.
Yeah, and then I think honestly, bro, I really think we've in this 21st century, we've our society has gotten to the point, unfortunately, where they wear the mask, like you were saying. I mean, social media is all about a lot of people wearing this mask, pretending to be something that they're not. You and I talk about it all the time. When you listen to these platforms, when you listen to these shows, and you listen to these folks, and everybody making six figures, everybody flying here and going there, doing this and doing that. But in reality, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not living up to their own expectations. And we have to be, like you said, it's a character issue, it's an integrity issue, and we've got to, and that's why I love having these conversations with you. And this is what makes, I believe, our conversations different from what others
Yes.
have these, because even those conversations are, to me, don't seem to be um they don't seem to have a purpose. I won't say they're not genuine, because they may be genuine to that person, but I don't believe that they're necessarily genuine.
Mhm.
And what it is that they, maybe that's what they want to accomplish, is not really accomplishing anything, but just to have something to be able to talk about, or to do what's popular, you know, to do what's popular, and to do what they feel like people want to hear, and all of those things. And as you were talking about, Bishop Murphy and that song, and here it is, here's a man of God who has all of these people in a church, versus, do you know that same song was probably played in the club
Of
that
course.
night?
Of
People
course.
popping bottles,
Of
people
course.
dancing all over the place.
Of course.
But people don't want to talk about the difference between it playing in the club and it being played in the church. And like we said, it you had over, they said, over what, 150 people
150 people give their lives to Christ.
that gave their life to Christ. And how many of you all, we 3 days in.
3 days.
Look at 2023, because I'm doing this thing where I'm talking about what 2023 taught me. How many of you can say that the word that you gave to somebody else brought them to Christ last year? How many folks did you have give their life to Christ because of what you said? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But
and come
I'm
on,
trying.
man.
I'm not. We're not making, like we said, we're not making this about Bishop Murphy. But here's the thing: we've got to take 2024, y'all. Take the mask off.
Yes.
Be
Yes.
real
Yes.
about who you are.
Yes.
Remember, when you point the finger at somebody, how many fingers I got about pointing back at me?
Yeah. Right.
I got 3 pointing back at
Right.
me.
Right.
So before you go for somebody else, make sure that you are doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and not just talking about it's better to talk about somebody else than you. I get it. I get it. I
Yeah,
get it. I get it. To
yeah,
take the
yeah, bro.
take to deflect it off of you
Yeah, bro.
versus having it on you. Because the truth be told, if you had to go, look at you. If you had to, here we go. If you had to face the ark
Right, right,
today,
right,
mm,
right.
I'm just saying.
You won't survive. And again, listen to me, y'all. I have no problems with your disagreement. I don't. I don't have any problems with that. I have a problem when you pick and choose what you want to align with and what you don't. What you want to align with and what you want to be excused from. I just don't understand it. I have an issue. Like I would much rather you just kind of be quiet, lay low, right? Because so here's a part of the issue. Everyone thinks that everyone sees life the same way. And usually my way is the only way to see life. That's what everybody thinks. My way is the only
Yep.
way to see life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So my challenge to people, particularly people who have read the Bible, is they say, no, the Bible is clear. I said, the Bible is nuanced. It's nuanced. There are some universal things like the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery. There are some universal things. But then there are some things that even the apostles disagree with one another on.
For real, for real.
And unless you know that, you don't leave room for disagreement. So if Bishop William Murphy again believed that it was okay for him to swag surf at the end of service, while your church had 3 people in it, I just keep it a buck. Your church had 3 people in it, and all of them over 72.
Down.
Here's what we know about sales. And we can try to say that the church shouldn't be a part of the world, all that. But here's what we know about sales. 93% of the sales process is emotional.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
7% is logical. So in order for you to even get those young people or whoever gave their lives to Christ on that Sunday, that Sunday night going into Monday, you got to catch them emotionally first. That's why we love the choir. Let's just talk, man. We love the choir. We love the music. Marla, I got a picture. If y'all send me some money, I'll put up a picture of Lala in the choir. If you send me some money, if you send me $25,
He trying to blackmail the people, Marlon.
people.
He trying to blackmail the
I'm
people on.
gonna show you Marla Michelle in the choir. Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Was in the choir. I was in the choir. If your church didn't have a banging choir, if your church wasn't able to evoke emotion, your church wasn't well attended. Look, careful, King. if y'all send me $24.99, I will post a picture of Marla Michelle in the choir.
Don't do Marlon like that, y'all. Don't do Marlon. Don't do Marlon like that, y'all.
She sent me the picture. She sent me the picture, and I must share it. I feel like it is my moral responsibility to share the picture of my wife in the choir. So again, and I keep going back to the church, but I don't want to. Here's the deal. I'm just asking you that whatever you stand for, stand 10 toes down. Whatever, don't stand 10 toes down and then switch up on next week. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you are going to be a man of principle, my guy, then you must be a man of principle no matter where the wind blows, right? No matter what challenges come, you must remain a man of principle. It is going to help you in your business. It's going to help you in your marriage. It's going to help you raise your kids, because at least there's someone in the house that is anchored in principle. They know where you stand. They know where you stand. You are predictable as it relates to your standard. So for everyone who was on the post and they challenged it because that's where they stand, I'm okay with you. I'm good with you. I'm not good with anyone who's going to say one thing one moment and then say a different thing the next moment and then say a different thing. Like, what do you stand for real? You don't stand for anything. Like if it gets hard, and I wrote scripture today. We call it in journal writing scripture. And I wrote scripture today about how difficult it is, Leroy, to stand on principle when everybody else is standing against you. It's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. Very.
Right. And so go ahead, man. You were about to say something before I interrupted.
Now I wanted to pick up on something you said when you talked about people being emotional and and here's the thing, brother, and you talk about this, and you said this I think one time too when it came to men. You said, yeah, we as men, we're competitive, but we get emotional about things. He said, because we can go to a sporting event and we hooting and hollering and screaming, or sitting and watching a game, and we so don't think that you're that what it is that that you're passionate about, that you won't get behind, and that you and that what you're what you may see, or those things, and maybe that's why the thing that we do with Remain, it takes a special kind of brother to be a Remain man, and to understand that, where you're able to take down all of the exterior stuff because you want to deal with who you are on the inside. And maybe that was one of the reasons why I talked about that first chapter about why men don't go to church. Because we've been taught to suppress our emotions. Absolutely. That we're not supposed to be emotional, and Absolutely. Church is an emotional place, just like being a part of Remain is an emotional. It's emotional. We're passionate about this thing.
Absolutely, bro.
We're passionate about getting brothers right.
Absolutely.
And it takes a special kind of brother to have, like you just talked about, to have character, to have integrity, because it's easy. It's easy to not have those and to conduct yourself, because truth be told, a lot of people, that's what gets them to where they want to be.
Yeah, for sure.
They're willing to sacrifice their character, their integrity.
Yes, sir.
But we can't go away. We can't sit there and want to criticize and critique, folks for the things that they do, and we're turning around, hey, and we're doing something that may not be what they're doing, but it's still. And that's why I'd always, and my dad, I'd always tell you about the conversation me and my dad had, right? And I always tell him, I said, Dad, you can't beat people over the head. I said, because I said, here's the thing. I said, the story in the Bible, I said, what did Jesus do with the woman that they brought to him that was caught in adultery? How did he treat her? He ain't say nothing about what she did. He ain't say nothing about it. Was, where your accusers? And all he did was wrote something down in the dirt. And then
don't know what that was, but
don't know what it was. But them folks backed away when he wrote it. So all y'all coming for, coming for Bishop Murphy, and for all of y'all that say, well, these brothers, they ain't this and they ain't doing that right. Yeah. Check your closet.
And here's this thing too, right? So at Remand, we have different theological beliefs. We have Muslims in Remand, we got
Yeah,
Christians in
absolutely.
Remand. So we don't require you to believe what we believe, but
Right.
we do require you to stand on what you believe. So if you're a Muslim, be a good Muslim. Honor your commitment to Islam. If you're a Christian, be a good Christian. Honor your commitment to Christianity. If you're a Buddhist, be a good Buddhist, right? So I'm not saying, I'm simply saying whatever you are, whatever you profess to be that.
I got one word for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Consistent. Are you consistent?
Are you consistent
with what you say?
Because men are consistent. A man is a male who consistently demonstrates a comprehensive accountability to his creator and a responsibility for himself, his family, his society. That's what a man is. And at the core of being a man is consistency.
Consistency. Absolutely.
Right? So, and I'm not saying, listen to me, I'm not saying that you won't blow it sometime. My guy, you will. You will. I'm not perfect. Leroy ain't perfect. We blow it. We blow it. But integrity says, hey, Leroy, I blew it. And it creates a pathway for restoration. How can I get back on track? Every man that is inside Remand, they blow it. I'm the leader of Remand, and I've blown it. And I've had to come to the guys and say, hey, I've blown it. They give me a restoration plan. They embrace me. They love me. They respect me. They said, now get your behind back out there and do what you're supposed to do. They talk to me greasy, just like I talk to them greasy. We men. So all I'm saying, I'm not trying to give you this speech about being perfect. I'm trying to give you a speech about being mature and about being consistent and about doing. If there's one thing that the Bible says that we not doing, it says everybody mind your own business. Mind your business. Put your mind on the stuff you got going on. Right?
Let's keep it real, bro.
Here's the other thing that hypocrisy means. Look it up. It also means from those who are jealous. So one of the birthplaces of hypocrisy is jealousy. Some of you don't like what happened because you wish your church looked like that on.
Dog, can I tie this into what we've been talking about? Our theme for this year, coming home.
Yes, sir.
You gonna have some folks that's gonna call you a hypocrite.
Yes.
When you want to go back home.
Yes.
They gonna be jealous of you going back home.
Yes.
They gonna be jealous of you getting right.
Yes.
They gonna get jealous of you being a man of character, being a man of integrity.
Yes.
Who you think you are?
Yeah.
I saw this reel, and it was Snoop Dogg, and he was talking about, and I don't know what the situation was. He had, got some of his old folks, some of his partners from back in the day. They were either threatening him or saying, "Oh, he don't hang around him like he used to." He's like, "Dog, that ain't me no more."
Yes, sir.
And now you want to act this way. You want to act, this way towards me because I changed my life. I'm about the kids and I'm about living right.
Yes, sir.
You gonna get mad at me for that?
Yes, sir.
Y'all gonna get mad at a brother for getting right, for wanting to come back home. Y'all gonna get mad at a brother for saving over 150 people. bringing them to Christ,
Bro,
showing them that
we don't know whether or not they saved or not. Come on, man. Miss me.
right.
Miss me.
Yeah, miss me with that, because you could then, if that's your standard, then you are saying every single week when people walk up and
That
give
is
their
right.
life to Christ.
Keep the
Matter
same
of fact,
standard. Keep the same, Leroy, you hit
matter of
it.
fact,
Bro, you hit
bro.
it. Keep the same standard.
Matter of fact, bro.
Don't announce on social media 150 people gave their life to Christ at your church. 20 people came to Jesus. Don't say that, because you don't know. You don't know.
Matter of fact, they questioning you, bro, whether or not you gave your life to Christ. They questioning you. Did he really give his life? Did I really give my life to Christ? That's what that says to me.
Man, just align, y'all. Just align. That's all we asking you to do. There's a guy on social media right now. His name is Samuel Genius. Samuel Genius. I disagree with 99% of what the man says.
Okay.
But you know what I respect about him? He consistent. I know where Samuel Genius is gonna come from.
We ain't gonna stand on it.
And sometimes I'll be like, "Come on, bro." He like, "What?" Geno Jennings. I disagree with 85% of what Geno says. But you know what? I respect him. He consistent. I'm not asking to agree with you. I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm not asking you to agree with Leroy. I'm asking you that whatever you believe, stand 10 toes down.
And folks can say what they want to say. And I'm sorry, I ain't gonna say I respect him at all. But you can say what you want to say about Donald Trump. He's been consistent at who he is, what he is, and what he
said, I'm
does.
coming back to office and get revenge on everybody.
Right. And y'all better believe what he's saying.
You better believe what he's saying.
Y'all better take what he's saying seriously and get to the polls in November. Because this dude, he don't even need to. I'm sorry, don't get me on that, because he don't even need to be on the ballot. Shouldn't even be eligible to be on the ballot. I'm sorry.
Here is again. This is, thank you, Pastor Waterman. 1 Thessalonians 4:11. Here's my deal. It ain't about Donald Trump. It's exactly what Leroy just said. The man consistent though. I know where he's staying. I know
you know exactly what. Yeah, there's none of us that can say you don't know where that man stands. You can't say it. There ain't that near one of us that can say that you don't know where that man stands.
Right. So we're about to take the hoods off in a moment, because we only got 9 minutes left. So we're about to take the hoods off. Y'all ain't gonna catch me. You ain't gonna catch me.
He said you ain't gonna be slipping today.
Catch me slipping. I'm out of here at 11:15. You ain't gonna catch me slipping. 75 minutes is all y'all get from me. We've been on here for 2 hours most times, and so we're gonna get out of here. Leroy, final thoughts before we take the hoods off, man, and clown a little more before it's time to go.
No, bro, you said it, and you nailed it today. It's about being, and whatever we do, be consistent with it. It's not that you got to agree with what people do,
That's right.
but
That's
just be consistent with you. You got to look at you.
That's right.
And ask yourself in 2024, are you going to be consistent? That's the only question you got to ask yourself. And the decisions that you make, the things that you do, and being better by the end of 2024, are you being consistent?
Consistent. That's all we're asking. Consistency. We love and we respect y'all. We're gonna take the hoodies off. We're gonna clown a little more. Did somebody mention a book?
Did they say the magic word? Somebody said he pull up my book. I'm thinking you gonna pull up
the faith, family, finance, and future. If you are a brother, even if you're a sister, and you got a dude in your life, you need him to have a copy of Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr.'s book. talking about legacy, talking about mentorship, Generation Next. Just a phenomenal read. So I need everybody, Lottie, Dottie, everybody. Pastor Ricky Waterman, Dwight Robinson, Tramel, Moses Green, Lala, everybody get a copy of this book. Lala said, I'm going to read your book. I just read her, already read her. I read her mind. I'm going to read your
And what I'd like to is Lala, if you can, Mala, if you can, for me, once she does read it, I would really love to get a woman's perspective on it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
To
yeah, yeah,
because
absolutely.
I say that all the time. We talk about the Reman book. It's not just for men; it is for women as well, to be able to give them one an insight to us, but then so that they can understand us better as men. But then two, also, to understand that man, know what a man looks like when he walks in his
Yeah,
power, when he
yeah.
walks in his power and his faith and his family and his finances and his future, what that looks like, bro.
Dwight
So
Robinson
thank you.
said he got it. So he may already have the book. He's a friend of yours, so he may already have the book. Dwight Robinson, and then Lala said you got it. Lala, when I'm done reading, you can have it. Lala's a nerd like I am, so we
I
read
know, bro. Bro,
we read.
I wish I could get up. I'll show you this. Hold up. Can you got one quick second? I know
Sure,
we
sure,
on the
sure,
top. Hold on, hold on.
sure. So everybody, I want to make sure that what you are doing is that you are standing 10 toes
Oh,
down.
Jesus.
Leroy fell out the chair. Hey, y'all, Leroy fell out the chair. Man down. Yo, wait. we keep the bloopers up too. We keep the bloopers up. Let's see if there he is. Leroy, did you fall? Wait, he can't hear us yet. Leroy,
This is how much
did you
I know,
fall?
man. No, I did. My books did. This
I
is how
think
much
I
of
think I think you fell. We
this.
all witnessed.
No,
We,
no. This this
we
is how
all,
much of a no. I did not fall, bro. This is how much of a nerd. This is how much of a nerd I am, bro. I went to the library yesterday.
woo, I got that book, CEO Excellence. I
Do
love
you?
it.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
do. I love it.
Yeah. So this is part of my books to read this year.
I love it, bro. I
So I
absolutely
was
love
like,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how much of a nerd I am too.
Leaders are readers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You gotta know what's happening around you. You gotta be a part of the newest thought process. One of the greatest. There are several leaders that you need to read from. John Maxwell is
Yes.
timeless.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta read John, right?
Yeah.
Not the book of John, la so say, not the book of John, John Maxwell,
Yeah.
um, and others, right? So Simon Sinek
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
is a good right. So there are several leadership uh, gurus out here. Look, she said hush because she know the book of John. Babe, I've been looking in the book of John to see the 360-degree leader. I haven't found it. Yeah, we're not talking about the book of John.
Mm.
Talking about John Maxwell. Um, so we're about to get out of here. We got 3 minutes left. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm looking at the clock like yeah, yeah, like I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the bus.
He
So
said,
yeah,
"Man, yeah, you remember them days, don't
I
you? Stand
remember
on
that
the bus
day
stop,
looking at
um,
looking down the road to see, just
you
looking at
know."
the watch like, yeah, what's up? I want each of you to have a phenomenal day. We are about to embark, and I need all of you to pray for us. Remand, thanks to Discover Bank. Thank you, Discover Bank, who gave us funds, a grant to be able to research the efficacy of the curriculum of Remand. And so I'm so hyped and excited
Yeah.
about this
Yeah.
work. I want to thank Discover Bank for doing that for us. Um, My wife says Leroy clowns all the time. We a real program. And the reason why it's funny is because there are a lot of programs out here. My wife said it to me. She said, babe, I wasn't trying to be funny. She said, there are a lot of
Hmm.
programs out here that call themselves programs, but don't go
Yep.
through half of what you
Yep.
guys go through and do half of what you guys do. So now we want to measure it. We want to see how effective it is with a group of 100 guys in the state of Delaware. And it's going to be phenomenal. So,
Yeah.
Leroy, we got 2 minutes, man. Say anything you want to say to the people. And if it
No,
goes beyond 2 minutes, bro, I'm hanging up on
you
you. I
so you're
promise.
hanging up on me. Nah, just like you said, want people to have a phenomenal day, and we want you to just hopefully take some. If you don't take anything away from the day, we talked about the one word, the one word, the one word that we want you to take away is consistency. Be
Absolutely.
consistent at what you do, each and every day, and be consistent at getting better. If nothing else,
Absolutely.
just be
Absolutely.
consistent at getting better than you were the day before. That's all, bro.
Absolutely.
That's all we do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got it. Hey, yo, we love and respect y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us on the Grown Man Podcast. I think today we were grown men. And I pray that you believe the same thing. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Love and respect y'all. Talk soon. Peace.
Deuces.